Hello my viewers and welcome back to another unboxing, viewing and testing. I'm so excited today, final day has arrived for my new PC build. I will install all the parts, starting of course with a CPU, Core i9 Intel 13700K. Press here at the CPU socket, unlock. Here we can see we have an arrow, that means you need to align the CPU with this small arrow here. Open the cover. That was all. Remove the plastic. And then the only thing you need to do, just press this lever and lock. That was all. Lock it very well, very secure your CPU at the motherboard. And the same here, we can see at this metal bracket we have the arrow. You need to align this arrow with the arrow of the CPU. Correct installation. Next step, installing the RAM. For socket I need only two. We have the A1, A2, B1 and B2. I need the A2 and the B2. If you have only one RAM, use the A1. 4 RAMs, 4 sockets. So first at the back, just press, it locks, and then press at the front, and that was all. Lock it. You can hear the clicks, and that was all. Next step, it is the NVMe. Right here we need to remove these two screws. Wow, it's quite heavy, aluminium. Remove the thermal paste cover. The thermal paste, it is sticky, doesn't go anywhere. Just rotate the lock mechanism, and that was all. Next, remove the thermal paste from the heatsink, the cover, and just install again the heatsink here. Tied it very well, and that was all. So easy. Now next step, I will prepare the water cooling for the CPU. Now for the water cooling I need to install these 4 washers stickers at the back. Now we need this bracket. It has a gap here, that means that goes at the motherboard. We need these screws. Install it. It has 2 positions. We need the position that it is at the outer here, and then installing this rubber ring. Nice. Next we need some of these screws. 13mm the length. There are the 13mm. The larger for Intel, and we need another 4 washers here. Perfect. Next, the bracket. This gap needs to face down. Okay, perfect. And then we need to install one by one these holders. Okay, after tight every screw very well, only with your hand, with no tools, we can see one, two, three, four. Next, I will install these 2 brackets at the water cooling, and these 2 brackets, they will lock here. So easy. And in the end, I will use these 4 screws for the final installation, the pump at the motherboard. And here it is, the pump, so I need to install these 2 brackets facing this way, and I need these 2 screws. Tight it very well, it is very important. And the other bracket that will go here. Perfect. That was all the preparation for the pump. Let's install it. Now I have removed the Be Quiet fans from the front. I will install it at the top. And I have installed the Arctic radiator with the 3 fans, 140 millimeters. But guys, on Arctic, why the cables from the RGB light are so tight? It is so frustrating. Give about 5 cm more cable. Why on the fans we have so much cable and on RGB are so tight? Jesus! It was so frustrating to install these fans at the front and the radiator at the back. Give 5 cm clearance. Jesus, guys. Now we need to connect this bracket from the case at the power supply. It has around this soft silicone. We need 4 screws. That is enough. And next we need to connect the cables that I need for my PC build. So let's connect the cable 24 pin. Nice. Next I need 2 cables for the CPU. Another one. For the PCI. I like that you can connect only the cables that you need. Next, the cable for the SATA. And another one for the peripheral. And that was all the connections. let's install it to my case. We have rubber fits 4 at the case, so it will stay at the same level. Perfect. Now let's install the motherboard. Very easy, correct position. And of course right now we need a lot of screws. Next I will connect at this bracket my 2 HDD. I need these screws. And of course you can connect at this bracket one SSD here and another one SSD here. Nice. Precise at the correct position. And of course they've got another hole here because maybe you want to install only one HDD at the middle. Silicone pads are helping a lot to eliminate any vibration, and that was all. Perfect, I like it. Next, it is the drives. Nice, I like it. And the radiator all the way down. Wow, it is huge. Tight cables as I mentioned, here for the RGB. Wow. And now let's install the pump at the CPU. Apply the thermal paste. Then I have this plastic. I think it is okay. Remove the warning and then install it in this way. Now we need washers. Just press with your finger, so it is a little bit difficult to show you all the process. Install one of these screws. Maybe if I didn't install the RAM, it will be more easy. And then the screwdriver. Don't tighten it too much. I think it is okay. So that was the installation, the radiator and the pump. And next I have my graphics card. Just press this PCI Express slot Q release. and it locks. So easy. And then if you want to release, just press again and remove. And I can see I can install another drive bay here with my huge radiator without a problem. I like that. So it will not compromise one space for my hard drive just to have the radiator. Thumbs up. Installing the antenna, Wi-Fi 6E, magnetic base, now let's talk about the cable management. Everything are very tight, I like it, plenty space, you can have more cables. At this moment I have 2 hard drives, I'm waiting another one, I will install it here. That hard drive, it is at the front of the radiator, so we can see the screws are loosened because screws are not alignment with the holes. I need only 2 mm. Amazing, only for 2 mm. I will show you at the front how I have installed the second bay, and it doesn't move, doesn't go anywhere. I need only one SATA cable from the power supply. It has 4 outputs. I'm waiting for the third hard drive to connect. There it is, SATA cable. I have connected 3 fans, 2 at the top and 1 at the back, 140 mm at this board because it is PWM compatible. Plenty space here, I can fit my hand inside without a problem. Of course you can remove the hard drive bay if you want, and even you can remove at the front the plastic, and then you will have a plenty space if you want to install other cables at the power supply or just remove the bay, the hard drive bay. Of course, if you want, you can install another 2 SSDs here and another 1 SSD here without a problem, very easy, and another 1, 2, 3, 4 3.5 mm hard drives and SSDs. Of course, you need to buy another bay from Be Quiet. In my case, it will be difficult because I have a 420 mm radiator at the front. Huge gap here, and here of course you can install other radiators. I like it, has a plenty space. It feels like I have a full tower, but that is a midi tower. Good construction. So now let's move on at the front. We can see the hard drive. There is one screw holding the hard drive bay at the radiator. The screw goes at the radiator hole that you can install the 140 mm fan. So it is very tight, doesn't go anywhere, and that's how I can have another one hard drive at the front. It is very tight, as I mentioned. I need another 2 mm space just to align the back screws. And of course just press here at the middle and you can remove this plastic, and there is the hard drive, the bay, the power supply, and so easy you can install other cables inside here without a problem. You can work more free. Maybe I will install another fan at the bottom just to extract the hot air from the hard drives. Maybe. We will see. Here I have my old graphics card. It is the 1050T. I will buy a new one. I'm not a gamer. I use mostly my PC for editing my videos on YouTube. So I need processing power from the CPU. But definitely I will change this graphic card at the future. Maybe in the next 2 months. We can see the 2 fans. The pump already was installed. At my beginning on my video I have said that you need to install the 2 RAMs on the A1 and the B1. Nope, that is wrong. You need to install your RAMs at the A2 and the B2 slot here. We can see in the cables for the USB 3, the Type-C connection, and the 24 pin for the motherboard. For the CPU, the two cables. I like it. It is a very stable system and it's working perfectly until now. As I mentioned, the processing power is the most important for me, and I can say it is so fast. Unbelievable. Compare it with my old PC. For a video about 30 minutes, 12 GB, it takes about 45 to 50 minutes for editing. With my new PC, no more than 10 minutes. The 3rd gen Intel Core i9-13900K, it is amazing. I like it, thumbs up. And I have installed some LED strips around here just to give more light to my case.